We're in the house.
Mm,
What's
we're
happening?
on. Welcome to another week of the We Live, We Learn podcast offshoot, the one that we refer to as What's Happening. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So, as you people start to fill out the chat room, we're going to chat to each other real quick, and yeah, obviously, this one's a special one. This is am I right in saying this is the first one of the new year?
That's right. Yep.
Okay. So, welcome back, people. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the holiday season. Hope it was a whole vibe for you. I hope you did whatever it is that you feel you needed to do to get
Mm-hmm.
yourself set for 2026, because
Yeah.
2026, no doubt, is going to be an important moment for us, and we hope it's going to be as an important moment for you. And we
Mm-hmm.
hope that somewhere along that journey, we all align, and it's important for both of us collectively. You get me?
That's right. That's
Mm.
right. So yes,
Yeah.
learners, when you come in, the usual. Make sure you
Hmm.
subscribe. You head over to our Instagram and you also follow that and the TikTok. But yes, welcome 2026. Wishing you all nothing but a positive year of growth,
Mm.
learning, learning, and just yeah, progress. So yeah, as we get into it, man. But we want to
Drop
touch.
your name in the chat so we can shout you out as you
That's
come in. Please make sure you hit the like button. Please make sure you subscribe. Very important. As you know, that helps us get our message out there further and wider. We're
hmm
due to start our second season. Whoop, whoop, second season of the We Live, We Learn podcast. So if you enjoyed the We Live, We Learn podcast in the first season, that's numero uno, number one. We're now moving on to Dua, part Dua, the sequel. And you know, the sequel in this case, not in every film, but in this case, is going to be better than the first movie. So make sure that you tune in. It's going to be a vibe, bro. Trust me.
Trust me, said that in everything.
Hmm.
But in this one, yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
We
yeah,
can't talk for everybody. You know what I
yeah.
mean? But we talk for us because we know what we do.
Exactly, and this is the thing when you plan. We've just only started introducing guests now. Obviously, apart
Hmm.
from episode 6 of season 1. So,
Mm.
got yeah, a whole plethora of guests coming on for the podcast, and yeah, just a lot of things outside the podcast as well. One is we got a theme song, which we'll touch on. That's dropping at
Mm.
midnight, but we'll touch on it at the end. But yeah, man, at the end of 2025, though, you know what I mean.
Mm.
Something happened that kind of shook the whole UK and
Mm.
Africa, and
Mm.
it's only right because it's within the world of sports and entertainment that we touch up on it, and I'm sure our learners would like to know our perspective on the situation.
For real. Can I just kick in there and just say, um, first and foremost, before we even get started on the overall discussion on this particular topic, let's just give a shout out to, I say a shout out, but let's please remember, better yet, better way of wording, those who passed away, Sina Gami and Latif Ayodele, also
Yeah,
known as Lats, part of Anthony Joshua's training team. They were his long-term close friends for many years, and they were also part of his training team. So before we even get into the sports side of it and talking about the effects of that and the geopolitical side of it and all that, first and foremost, let's give, we send our dearest condolences to them and their families. I'm sure it's been a very difficult time for them and their families, and even more of a difficult time the way some people be using the internet irresponsibly and posting things that, probably should not be posted, things that I personally would not want to see, about my family members. I can only imagine how those people going through it are feeling. So
hmm
it's a tough time for them. It's a tough time for the world of boxing. It's a tough time for the UK. It's a tough time for Nigeria because this news has globally impacted news. So it's shaking things up. So yeah, just first and foremost, go ahead, bro.
They done their janaza today at Regent
Mm,
Park Masjid. You know, so yeah, may Allah grant them fructus to Jannah, and
mm,
may make the healing process with their family a smooth one, inshallah. So yeah, it's sad times, but death's inevitable. But what we don't want is untimely death, which these two brothers have encountered. So
mm.
yeah, man. So yeah, respect goes out to the family, to the friends, and anyone who's affected by the situation that happened in December. Yeah.
It's so crazy because I did a video on this a day after it happened, and I had to really consider whether to put it out, and I obviously didn't. But they'll get it's time enough time hasn't passed, but it's cooled down a bit. So I think it's better to share my perspective talking with yourself, a brother, on the topic because we could probably reach better 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 common ground on the topic. Um, some parts of me felt was a bit insensitive. I didn't say anything insensitive personally, but I
Mhm.
felt like I was seeing so much going on, and it seemed more about people trying to capitalize off, this unfortunate incident.
Yeah.
So I had to think twice about whether to put it out or not. I was thinking, am I in that line of thinking? Am I? No, I'm just sharing my opinion on certain things, how I felt about the situation and what I think about the situation. But yeah, just yeah, well, we saved it in it. So today we
yeah.
we got to
Yeah.
discuss. So you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
me?
yeah. Talk about it, man. I mean, I'm saying, you're a thinking man, so it's never nothing you're gonna just spew out for the sake of it. So yeah, man, definitely.
Mm,
Yeah, let's get into it, bro. Let's get. But firstly, sorry before because I know got a few people in the chats, and I like to
mm,
put flags, please. Yeah, when you leave a comment, if you can put the flag for where you are or where you're from, that would be good. So big up Ken Cap uh,
mm.
from Italy.
Big up Italy. Shout Italy. Ciao.
Ciao. And old tight damn 66. Um, yes. Where are you watching us from, Dam? Throw your flag in the chats, please. Yeah, and yeah, me and definitely Jake Paul will get. You know, the money's right. You get me?
If the
Definitely.
money's right. If the money is right. Glad we're on the
Yeah.
same page. Mm.
So yes, bro. Yeah. So first and
Big up
foremost,
new roles as well. Big up new roles as well. We didn't big up
yeah.
new roles. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Hi. Be you all up, man. Leave your flags in the comments, man. We're talking about yes.
Mm.
Yeah. What do you want to start with, bro?
Yeah, so just talking about this Anthony Joshua issue, um, I think we've all heard, I think it's fair to say that most people are happy that Anthony Joshua is safe, um, being the megastar that he is, and he contributes to everyone's a form of everybody's entertainment as a boxer, right? Which is why I think it was more important to start off by paying homage to those who actually lost their lives because they're the ones who we should have in our thoughts more. Anthony Joshua survived. You get me?
Hmm.
Now, I'm going to start off from a point of like some of the things I've seen, despicable. When is Anthony Joshua, is the Tyson Fury fight going to go ahead? I'm
Hmm.
thinking, like, why, how is that the first thing? If someone has lost his close friends for many years, right? You're asking this man to go into the ring for maybe the biggest fight of his life in a moment when he doesn't have his full sanity. There's no way anyone's going to tell me that something like that happens to you. Where, and I'm going to say, some of the footage that we've seen in the aftermath of what happened. Some may have seen it, some may not have seen it. Those aren't the type of thoughts that you keep in your head and think, yeah. I'm going to carry on living my normal life. These are things that are going to affect you day by day for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Loss will affect you, but
Yeah.
loss of that nature, where you were there, and then you may have to deal with survivor's guilt. You're one of two that survived. Two of your guys are no longer here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they were on their way to to prepare to celebrate New Year's in Nigeria. They were probably thinking of getting lit. They were having fun 6 hours before the incident took place. You're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have all these things in your head, and you're asking a man where to go into the ring when it requires you to have your full sanity. Yeah, to a point, as much as sanity can go, because boxers are a bit
Yeah.
tapped still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're asking a man to go in there, not fully sane, and have fight the biggest fight of his life. Do you want something bad to happen to this brother?
Yeah.
We've seen boxers crying in the ring when they get into the ring and walk out. You know what
Mm.
I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, we've seen
Mm.
it. People walk in, they cry, they have a breakdown. What's my man's name? We fought Tyson, Mike Tyson. Yeah, I forget his name. That escapes me. Yeah, crying in the ring.
Mm.
They're not all together. These people may have had issues that they brought on themselves. But anyway, my point is that's not the kind of question that we should be asking. Really, people should be just saying, you know what? Let this man take as much time as he wants, right, to make a decision on whether he wants to return to the ring or not. Personally, I don't know if that kind of a thing is the type of thing, especially at this stage in his career and at his age, that he would want to, he would consider doing that. I'm not saying he should or shouldn't come back, and that's wholly Anthony Joshua's decision to make.
Mm.
But it's a lot to take on at the age of 36 when you're coming to the twilight of your career. This is the time you're supposed to be doing what he did, have fun fights, be looking at finishing your career, thinking about looking back on what kind of a career you had, especially with those two people who have been there for the majority, if not all of your career. You're supposed to be looking back at this time on how well you've done.
Yeah.
There's no space for him to do that now,
Well.
like in that same way.
Yeah. You know what, bro? Like, okay. Uh, uh, the question that the guy online asks. You know, online's full of people. I'm gonna say, for lack of a better word, uh,
Mm,
free speech, innit?
hmm
Without faithful. But I dare say that I don't think he's alone in
hmm
that position. I wouldn't isolate. I know there's a portion of
mm,
people here that do not that have a disconnect to the emotional impact this has had to Anthony Joshua, and more for financial gain and just for their own personal gain, and like
mm,
an emotional disconnect. Think, oh, what's gonna happen with the fight? You know, I hear that. Okay, my bad. Sorry to hear that, but yeah, well, is he gonna fight? And some people might
mm.
will also thinking this a lot in their mind and won't say it.
You're right. You're
I'm
right.
saying, I'll be honest. First thing came to my first. Obviously, like if I'm thinking from a boxing's perspective,
Mm,
I totally pulled it out of the fight. It,
mm,
it wasn't a question for me. You know what I mean? So I did think
mm,
about it, but it's not a question for me. There's no way he's gonna take that fight now. No, it wasn't.
mm,
And I would expect him to. For me,
mm,
100, what's the percentage that fight's gonna happen? Zero for now.
mm, mm,
For now, for many reasons. And like you said, what you said, you're right. And this is the thing: you got experience within this field uh, from being in the ring. So you know, at the end of the day, um, and a professional fighter knows it's a mental thing. Look what happened to Chris Eubank Senior. You know,
ah,
you know when your mental faculties ain't aligned,
mm,
point like it will never be aligned 100%, but as
mm,
it can be. And right now,
mm,
losing two of your friends in a tragic incident, and again, you made a point like he might have not been impacted physically, but boy,
mm,
only God knows how mentally impacted he is by this incident. You know what I mean?
mm, mm.
He ever go back? Would he ever go back in the ring? I'll be. I won't be disappointed if he said, you know what, I retire. You know?
I'm almost half expecting him to say that anyway.
in
I was
life,
half expecting to say that.
because I feel like you said, look at his age. How long is a suitable break? Like a respectable. Okay, let's talk about respect to the two that lost their lives. Yeah,
Mm,
take away the fact that he has to mentally recover, but regardless, I would expect like a respectable timeout from the ring, 12 months or something like that.
mm,
You Almost, and then you're thinking in the mindset, you know what? Let me recover. Let me get myself into the mindset. Let me do this for them. You know, two more for them, and let me come out. But I'm with you. I won't be surprised. I think I won't be surprised. I will respect that move if he said, you know what, I retire. I retire.
yeah.
Not just two guys. It's not just two. It's not just his strength and conditioning coach and his personal trainer.
Hmm.
That's his friend. That's his long-time friends. It's a shame. It's a shame. So
Mm,
yeah, yeah. And boy, um, you know, and it weren't just it just didn't happen anyway. It happened in Nigeria. Come,
mm.
man,
Good
come,
segue. Good segue to the next point.
exactly. Come Nigeria. I don't know how many times they've been there before, but come
Hmm.
Nigeria, man, it's lit. you know,
Mm,
they're there. They know it's lit. They're like, wow, we love this country. You know, like they're clearly enjoying themselves. I saw them with AY comedian. I see them
yeah,
with a few people. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. What's his name? P Square, them lot. Yeah, yeah. They've engaged with everyone that Joshua's engaged with really, including his family, including his grandparents. I think they were on their way to see his grandparents or something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
and to Joshua's grandparents when I believe so. From what I understand, I might be wrong. Obviously, feel free anybody out there to fact check me and correct me, but um, I definitely know they were on their way to a family member, if not his grandparents. But again, these are things that as friends you you know you cherish and hold on to. You know what I'm saying? Like because your guy is taking you to his place.
My
He's
house.
opening his home, his heart, his whatever to you. Like people say they got friends all the time, especially in industry. Oh, that's my friend, that's my friend. These times, certain man never been to your yard, certain man never been to like. Do you get me? So it's a different level in it. But I think more to the point of where you were going, and more to the point of what my video kind of related to was Nigeria, because there's also been a lot of discussion on the country of Nigeria and the safety um, issues surrounding Nigeria following this accident.
Mm.
So just
Yeah.
to give a little roundup of anyone in the group, and feel free to correct me on this, Rem, because I know you would have seen what you've seen as well. But to my understanding, the vehicle was heading on the express highway, one of the most dangerous, by the way, in that area of, I'm not gonna say in Nigeria, but in that particular region of Nigeria, call it the Southwest region. Yeah. So it's well known to be quite dangerous. But still people travel on there every day and people survive every day, right? So
Hmm.
and this vehicle collided with a truck which was parked in the on the hard shoulder of the express highway. So for those who don't know, Nigerians drive on the right hand side of the road, especially for actually I've seen a couple of American people talk about it and they didn't know that
Mm.
they thought that Nigeria drive on the left side like the UK, but no, they drive on the right side like
Hmm.
America. So again, the overtaking lane will be the left of the lane. So somehow the vehicle has tried to undertake on the right and has hit this parked truck. It's not a moving truck. It's
Mm.
not a truck that's in the middle of the road. I'm just trying to get all the facts out clear. It's a
Hmm.
it's a truck that's parked on what we would call in the UK a hard shoulder.
Hmm.
Whether it should be there or not, that's another discussion. And it's hit the corner on the back of the truck
Hmm.
and absolutely totaled the front right and the right hand side of the car, which has obviously caused the expiry, unfortunate expiry of Anthony Joshua's two friends. So it's the
Mm,
driver and Anthony Joshua that survived in the left-hand side of the vehicle. So I'm just trying to paint a little picture and give perspective in regards to how this accident has come about, or what it seemed to be. Following that, the we then see Anthony Joshua being pulled out of the vehicle.
mm,
Now, I understand that he had an entourage with him, so I believe the vehicle behind him was a police vehicle.
oh,
So I'm going to assume, and this is my assumption, they were medically trained to some extent, right? Because most emergency services members are. Like, even in my walk of life, when I did close protection stuff, you have to be first aid trained. Someone's going to say, yes, in the UK, but again, most of these things follow in it. It's like if you're in
mm,
the military, you've got to know how to, do a little bit of first aid in case your buddy gets hurt on the
mm,
job, in it,
mhm,
or your client gets hurt. So they've taken him out of the vehicle, put him in the police vehicle, and got him straight to the hospital. He sustained what was said to be minor injuries. What are minor injuries in relation to a boxer's career? I don't know. Minor injuries compared to his friends? Yes. We don't know what minor injuries are. It's just been said to be minor injuries. But he
mhm.
then went to the local hospital. The local hospital kept him for a few days. Then they moved him to a private hospital in Nigeria. For those who don't know, for anyone who's got money in Nigeria, trust me, there are hospitals that look after you very well and probably better than some of the hospitals here in this country, via NHS.
Mhm.
So I'm assuming he received good care over there. He was then released, and I believe he's now back in the UK,
Yeah,
resting and recuperating. So that's the story so far. Feel free to jump in on whatever part you want to jump in on that point, because there's a lot to discuss regarding the safety issues
yeah,
um, in Nigeria. Um, just the
just
whole
that,
the whole
yeah,
motorway system, the bad roads. There's a lot. Yeah, there's so much going on. It's like there's so much. Anthony Joshua must
yeah.
be one of the
There's
most discussed
a lot
people
of things.
in the
Go,
world.
yeah, let's
'Cause
go back
yeah,
to the
yeah.
fact.
Mm,
I think touched on the point that Anthony's taking his two close friends back home with him. You know,
mm,
Adjua, come check it out. Let's, this is my heart. This is where things happen.
mm,
Uh, this is whatever plans they've got. Definitely Nigeria was in their plans as a team, and even as we see Eddie Hearns being out there in West Africa. So there's a lot of things happening, and it's gone. It's gone terribly wrong. And I know that's also playing on AJ's mind, and but um, you know what? At the end of the day, um, yeah, you shouldn't let that be. It's not. It can never be his fault, But as a human being, you take someone to your house and your friend to your house, and something happens, you're gonna try and say, you know what, you know. So just hopefully the family of his friends are treating him with the love that he needs at this time, and vice versa.
mm,
Now, we know Nigeria is a place, dirty December, gede gede, las giddy, the place,
mm,
law, the Sin City, where you have money, you can buy your way out of. Don't want to say every situation, but a lot of situations if you have the money. Um, so you have a lot of lawlessness going on. People doing what
mm,
they want. Obviously, suspicions, speculation about the driver's been. Well, the driver has been charged with reckless driving. But again, this is all Nigeria. You don't know if they're looking for a scapegoat or whatever. You know what I mean? Or let's see what happens there. Was the driver speeding? Um, there's rumors that he was.
mm. Well, he's definitely speeding.
But that's
He's definitely speeding.
and this is Nigeria. You know,
Exactly.
this
I'm
driver is
glad you said that.
it's not just any
Mm,
driver that's been driving for them for a long time. You know,
mm,
when he's ever in town, he's a trusted driver. I don't know
mm,
what day, but you put your trust in these vehicles. This is the thing with motors. You know, things can happen like this. But yes, the roads like that, we know you got to be careful.
You have to
You
be,
gotta be careful. And
especially when you have a high profile asset in the vehicle.
exactly, when you have a high profile
Mm.
like that, you have to be careful. But yes, it's sad because it's taking something like this to happen. Don't get me wrong, like accidents happen all over the world. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
You said in Brazil, Gambia has a lot of road accidents. That's one of the death.
Mexico, England,
But I'll tell you what,
man,
no,
everywhere.
but the reason why I say Nigeria sometimes, Nigeria, we have uh we have a lot of money flowing in and out the country.
Mm.
You
Mm.
Infrastructure has been an ongoing issue for decades.
Yep.
Logistics, the road, the trains still
Mm.
shallow. You know what I mean? Uh,
Mm.
no reason why we shouldn't have an underground. Okay, we should have a normal. We should have great road services by now, with all the money that's been um, contracts that's been given to the people in
Yeah.
power. You know,
Yep.
the road. Let's do the bridges. Let's do the guard. Let's do the back roads.
Mm-hmm.
And all I can say is commiserations to what's happened. But a tragedy like this is just highlighting the situation, and I just pray it brings change. You know what I mean? Because there's no way in 2025 Nigeria's road shouldn't be the way it is. It should be the way it is.
It,
Even a few years ago,
mm.
many family members had close
Mm.
death
Mm-hmm.
from this town to that town. Or this village to that village in Nigeria.
Here's the thing, right? And it's good that that these discussions have been raised, right? But again, I want to be quite clear in this case. There's so many things surrounding this particular issue. You're gone. You're frozen, bro. You're frozen. You're frozen. You're frozen. Oh, damn. Let me keep talking till you come back. But yeah, there are so many. There are so many issues in Nigeria regarding safety and all of the above. However, can we call this the road issue? Yeah, yeah, back there you go. Yeah, yeah, cool.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, could you hear me? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Say that again. Sorry, man.
yeah. So this issue, a lot of the road issues people talk about are like they say in Nigeria they say bad road. In other words, potholes, just roads that aren't cleared. That's not really so much of an issue on expressways. You don't really get too many potholes on expressways, and this is an issue that was caused by that particular issue. There's definitely a safety standard that needs to be enforced, and I'm talking about like having some type of road signs in place after all these years, speed limits, and not just putting these signs and speed limits in place, but also creating a structure, an infrastructure, as you said, that 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 can, what's the word I'm looking for?
Police.
Police and action. You
Yeah.
know, whatever crimes are being committed. These people love money so much, it's said sometimes, isn't it? Like,
hmm
yo, take a leaf. I
This
probably
this
hate
is what
myself
I'm
for saying this.
I
Take a
know
leaf out of the UK's
that-
book.
on
Start
topic.
charging
I'm
people.
laughing. What we complain about here, you know what I mean?
Hmm. Hmm.
But take a little bit. Take a little bit. Small, small. You
Hmm.
know,
Sounds good. All right. There you go. You're back in. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
bro, man.
There you go. I can see you again. Yeah, 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 yeah. You were saying. So you were saying, just take a little bit of inspiration from the UK.
That's an inspiration. Yeah, to implement the safety.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But because yeah, and now I get what you're saying. Just because the people, the drivers are allowed to just drive a certain way, and there's no sort of like standards.
Speeding is
Uh,
normal. When they say speeding, to me, I'm like, and people speed. People speed in Germany on the autobahn. right? So, but by the way, the autobahn is has one of the safest incident records. Let's say the road traffic incident records. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
you can speed anyhow. So on one hand, is like that's a system that can work, but it still needs to be managed to a point, and there is no management. On
Mm-hmm.
the other hand, right, there the way I look at that is we're talking about this thing. Oh, why were they speeding? Why were they doing? How can you tell somebody to do something different from what they've known all their entire life?
Mm-hmm.
Just because you know it doesn't mean that they know it. That's your way of life. That's not their way of life. This is how they get through and how they get
Mm-hmm.
by, right?
Yeah.
So, and I say that not to remove blame from anyone or what happened, but to start from where the issue starts from, which is the top.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be filtered down. What is the
Mm-hmm.
higher government in Nigeria doing, the upper government doing in Nigeria to make sure that these things do not take place? Now, I know you have governors of state in Nigeria, yeah? So those
Mm-hmm.
governors of state are expected to fix their areas respectively.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's all good. But then there still needs to be a body that oversees all of those works are taking place. And that has to be the highest government. You
Mm-hmm.
can't just say, oh, yeah, these people are supposed to do that and then just leave it and hope it gets fixed. Are
Mm-hmm.
you managing these governors? Who's managing these governors? Or is it just give them a little bit of money as far as the pot goes and then go and enjoy your life while whatever happens in those states?
Yeah. Give them money,
Because
you
some,
take and
go on.
back. No, and this is where
Yeah,
corruption, but that's a topic for another time.
yeah, for real, for real, for real. For real.
Mm,
But again, this thing is brought about, and these obviously we're talking about it from a more introspective place than we've heard online, because a lot of people from the States and the UK will talk about it without actually having deeper context. It's just surface chat. So it's good for us to touch on some of these bits to create a little bit more depth of information for those who care to know. Do you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
But on the strength of it, look, man, I just hope that you've said it already. Lessons are learned from this, not just in regards to road traffic accidents, but everything, because this has directly or indirectly brought a negative stint on Nigeria. It's viewed in a
exactly.
negative light around the world at the moment. It's gone from being one of my mentors used to say, don't go from hero to zero. You know,
Mm,
You've gone from being a hero, you're talking Dirty December, you're talking this, you're talking the smartest people in America, you're talking all of that, to now talking about, I don't know if I feel safe there.
yeah,
All
yeah,
because of what hasn't been fixed all these years. And there's another topic linking to that, which is what Trump did there just a few days before. You know what I mean?
exactly.
And again, not cleaning up your mess. Clean
Mm,
up your damn mess. And
mm,
stop letting the outsiders come in to clean up
mm,
your mess for you. That's the
mm,
message. You get what I'm saying?
mm.
But I
Facts.
don't want to go there like that because we're not talking about that. You get me? But I'm just saying that
No,
certain
it's
things need to
but
happen.
it's not. But it's the same. I think it's all been under the same thing. You
Mm,
know, this incident that's happened is highlighted, and it's time for Nigeria to actually, because like let's have it right. People are unaliving like on a regular. You know what I mean?
mm,
On driving incidents over there, but this one has been polarized because of the people involved.
mm,
But like I say, it's sad. It takes a tragedy like this for things to happen, and it has to happen. Things have to be put in place. Like you said, first of all, speed limit. And it's not like we don't have the money, you know. So people keep calling, "Oh, Nigeria is a third world." Nigeria is not a third world country.
not at all.
Please,
Not at
please. It's
all.
just not, it's the money. Not it's the money ain't managed properly. That's what it is.
Even if you
Because
go on Google, it'll tell you it's not a third world country.
you know what I mean. We could have you know we could have had traffic lights and speed limits and accurate road signs
Mm,
30 years, 40 years ago.
mm,
So, you know, so yeah, so when you talk about clean up our mess,
mm.
this is it. And or is they're waiting for Claire Starmer to say, you know, you guys need to, you know, we're gonna sanction you until you put proper roads. We're gonna stop your visas. You know them things there
Oh
until you,
man.
you
But
know,
like you said, it's been highlighted. This thing has highlighted other issues, and the point here is that I think we've said it before on a previous episode. Yeah, who are you when nobody's watching?
mm,
Because now, whoever you were when nobody was watching, guess what? The world is watching right now. Who
mm,
are you?
mm-hmm,
And now other people are telling your story for you again.
mm, mm-hmm,
You get what I'm
exactly.
saying?
So yeah, man, no, 100%. We have to. I just like 2025 now, 2035. Um, I think Nigeria. They need to put some money. They need to pump their money into infrastructure, and not just
Hmm.
when I say buildings, the roads, the railways. Because with that, you can create more income for the people.
They've
You
got
know.
some beautiful train lines in certain places. I've seen. I'll show you when we come offline. There's an amazing train line that's actually a good attraction in Nigeria. Things that people don't know about. But how about copy and pasting that around the country and creating a network so people can get
That's
from one place to another?
look at here, like in the UK, we've got that. The trains are used for cargo and everything as well. You see them
Hmm.
long come by sometimes when you're in the
Hmm.
tracks when they're shipping cargo. It's used to
Yep.
move around.
Hmm.
So when I say it just speeds up the economy and creates more jobs, look at the people that work the trains. How
Hmm.
much people I've got jobs. Look at our streets. Every corner there's roadworks. One finishes,
Next
another
one
one starts.
starts.
Another
Hmm.
road, this street, this avenue, this close. Every time. So that's creating jobs for people. So many things.
Good.
So yeah, man, when you're talking about you spend a few billion, but then how much jobs have you created? And you're
Hmm.
rising your people up, and you're creating skills and whatnot. So but I just the next 10 years I want to see the roads and the railways and whatnot, man.
Hmm.
Massive, massive. Honestly, a massive improvement. Don't need to borrow no money from China or borrow no money from no one else. Use your own money. but I doubt that's gonna happen, man.
Let's start with one problem, please. I beg, my brother. Let's one problem at a time, please. You get me?
Yeah, bro. So yeah, man. That's my say on that topic, bruv. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
More than said our piece on there, man. You
It's a
know.
light one. It weren't even meant to be like that, but it's like that because that's the way that it is. But yeah, you're right. Let's more on a lighter note because before we come off this, we got to let the people know what's happening this week, tomorrow. What's happening? There's something happening tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow, bro?
Yes, man. Listen, man. We Live, We Learn theme song featuring myself and Manix is dropping this tonight
Mm.
at night. You know,
Go run it
available.
up.
Uh, Trust me,
Run it
available.
up.
Platforms.
Stream.
Yeah,
Download.
feel free to stream multiple times. Download it. Enjoy, man. You know, it's me and Manix back in our element. Um, over
Juice
that
by
track
Nocturnal.
by Nocturnal. It's fire. So that's out tonight, midnight, on all streaming platforms. Be sure if you head over to our Instagram, we'll put it in the link or somewhere in the bio so you can just get
Mm.
straight to the link. Um,
What
yeah,
else is
man,
happening?
it's fire. We're talking, you know what I mean? And we're not,
Mm.
and it's that power talk, you know what I mean? We're talking that power, man.
Mm.
You know,
RMDA. That's all I'm
you
gonna
know. What
say,
I mean?
innit?
Yeah, trust me, man. And that's it. Um, Definitely
Forza.
over
We
the
live,
next,
we learn. Hmm.
mm, over the next this month of January. Be sure to see some content floating around, uh, in regards to the song to keep you lot engaged with it, man. And yeah, man, listen, come back, go on our Instagram, comment, man. When you've heard it, send the links, man. When you're street, when you've saved it on your playlist, send the link to us
Mm.
on the Instagram. We'll repost it.
Mm-hmm.
That learn theme song, man. Remedy and Manix Marx. So yeah, man. Get involved. Get involved. Trust me.
Oh wait, so you're saying there's music? What else is
ah,
happening?
yes, music, right?
Yeah, so there's music, but guess what else is happening? Season two. I've said it at the top and I'm saying it again. Season two of the We Live, We Learn podcast is dropping tomorrow, Monday, the
Hmm,
5th of January,
for
7
sure.
p.m. if I'm not wrong. Yes, 7 p.m. You know what season one was doing? This is season two. We've got guests on. We've got our guests is out there now. We've promoted Williams Falade, 3 times WBBF bodybuilding champion, amongst many other things. But you need to tune into that show. Tune into that show where we've got a wicked discussion on a wicked topic. So many new things going on in the show. Me and Rem have been hard at work to make sure that we deliver higher level content to you guys. So, we'd be much appreciative if you guys would let us know in the comments, likes, subscribes. It's got to reflect in it because the only
Hmm,
way we're able to continue this is if you guys continue to show us that you like it and you like the content that we're putting out. Let us know, good, bad, or indifferent. Either which way, we learn from it. We live, we learn, we
we
grow,
learn.
and we all grow
We like.
together. You get me? Come on now, you get me? So, listen, man,
Nah,
there are things happening, man. There are
hundred
things
percent.
happening. 2026 is not a game. It's
No
not a
game at
game.
all. No
You know what I mean?
playing. We're not shishi. You know what I'm
Before we
saying?
before we duck out, bro, I'd hold that thought for a second because I wanna ask you what was your highlight of 2025 just before we duck in
um,
regards to the We Live We Learn pod.
highlight 2025. I would say, um, episode 6.
Yeah, oh, I'd have
You
to
know
go
why?
somewhere.
Because you know why I say
Yeah.
completion. One, I say completion, man, because to
Mm,
have a vision start with something, this was nothing but just a blip in our mind. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
That's
mm-hmm.
completion of season one, which was episode 6. For me, that was a great achievement. You get me? My favorite episode is Saints or Sinners, though.
Yeah.
You know, yeah,
Oh, what a
Saints or
performance. Saints
yeah.
and
What
Sinners
about
was
you?
good. Bro, funny enough, the highlight for me and my favorite episode, I think, is the very first one, right? Which is oh God, what do we title it again?
Behind the
Behind the Dreams.
hmm
Behind the Dreams. And I liked that episode because it represented the start of something.
mm,
The start of something that we didn't fully know how we were going to execute it, but we put our best foot forward, started walking, on the pathway to putting out the kind of stuff that we felt that we could put out, create that kind of content. So much has come off
hmm
the back of that one episode. So
yeah,
for me, that one, why it's my favorite, I just think as a man with children, I just think like I feel like it was good to be able to talk to my younger self, and
mm,
I hope that it gave that feeling to a lot of people our age or maybe whatever in a similar age bracket who could talk to their children, and relate to their children better than maybe what they may be doing now. So I
hmm
thought that it did that still. So
yeah.
yeah, that behind the dreams one, yeah, I really enjoyed it, man. Just as a jump off. So, but yeah, there's so many other things that I enjoyed. But yeah, definitely number one. We've got comments coming through.
No, I like.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay,
No,
let me
I
ignore.
like. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well said. And you're right. You know what? Yeah, that is one of this. That is one of the ones, man. But yeah, all in all, we move. We're trying to level up,
Mhm.
living, and continue to share those gems, man, with with our learners, with the community, man. But yeah, shout out to everyone watching now. Quick one, subscribe, yeah. Click the notification bell, subscribe, give a thumbs up, and yeah, man, stay tuned. Tomorrow we're dropping episode 1 of season 2. The theme song, We Live, We Learn, by myself and Manix Marx, is
Mm-hmm.
coming up at midnight tonight. Yeah? So stay tuned,
Stay tuned.
and we start, what do you say? We finish as we started.
We live.
We learn.
We learn.
We're live.
We're out of here. Shoom.